Oh, great. Wonderful. Hi, Shiloh.
Hi, Robyn. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So just to give you a little background, I work for EverydayFamily.com. We are a pregnancy and parenting website with over 4 million members.
Wow.
And, we like to spread word and help parents as best we can in the ways that they, want help. And one of the things that I think a lot of parents are always struggling to do is to determine how best they can help support their kids to succeed in life and to be, successful individuals in this world. So I'm excited to talk to you about some of that stuff and get some tips that we can pass on to our members.
Great. I'm set.
Yes. Okay. So let's start off with, kids, they're easily distracted. When we're trying to keep them engaged and interested, are there any techniques or tips that you can give us to keep them engaged when we're doing, simple learning activities with them?
Absolutely. So the idea first is to make learning fun. And Shiloh, would you like to know about a great product? I do a lot of toy testing. So parents need, kind of a bag of tricks. And I'm going to show you a couple, and I think that they're very helpful. Some you can do yourself, some you can purchase your call, because I love also to make things at home so it's really easy. So we're going to start out, let's say kids are learning the alphabet, the ABCs, because that starts young and it starts at home. So the preschoolers learning that an A is like a triangle, and they're learning their shapes. If you put the A triangle, on top of a circle, you start to see the face of a clown. So what we're going to do is teach a child very early how to draw. Now, their motor coordination skills are growing, but if you put a B back to back, it looks like a butterfly. Now, Shiloh, when you're at the grocery store, we're going to continue the ABC game. A is for apples, B is for banana, C is for carrot. So while we're in the cart and we're shopping, we're also going to make it fun for a child to learn how to sit still, all these really hard things they're not real interested in doing, right? So the key is catch your child doing something positive and let them know, because we focus so much on the negative of what we don't want them to do. So the key really is to build positive skills and make your child feel good about themselves by knowing they're cooperating instead of making them cooperate. It's kind of reversing it to being creative. The creative mom is going to have an easier time overall.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and positive reinforcement is such an important tool to have in your belt as a parent. I mean, I'm a mom of 2 kids, a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old, and sometimes it's hard.
You think?
But I do find that my kids react so much better with that encouragement and that positive reinforcement than threats or, punishments.
So let me give you an example of something you can use right now. One thing is you can I put a flower in the day when my kids were young, as a mini in a minivan, okay? And this flower had a job. It was not my job to tell them to say thank you. That's kind of boring. You say thank you, say thank you. They're going to tune you out. So I put the flower on the dashboard, just, it was no big deal, right? And I think I recycled it off a gift. But the job was, it was called the thank you flower, and it was to remind them to make my day so happy by saying thank you when they got out of the car. And I'd bring the carpool to school. Well, we became known as like the thank you car, because the kids just couldn't say thank you enough. It became really cool. I'd turn around and give them a thumbs up. So the other part was when they did something positive, I also had nonverbal cues. Thumbs up. They knew they did good, and it didn't embarrass them or call too much attention to it. Being good, being kind, being nice became something this little teeny flower encouraged. So that's something everyone can start with. It could even be a little stuffed animal, a doll, a photograph, whatever, you smiling. It doesn't matter what it is. The idea is that we're making learning fun. And that's what I'm committed to. In fact, are you interested in some of the toys and things that teach? Would that be helpful to you?
Of course, yes.
So, I do a lot of toy testing, and I'm glad this is interesting because parents are buying so many toys. We want to get the ones that really, make a difference in a child's day and their life. So this is simple. This is Magic Sketch, and when I discovered this, I discovered a brand new way for me as a parent to parent and a grandmother to grandparent. So you do your drawing. It's like, the good old slate, and it's liquid crystals. The colors come through. It's very engaging. And then you press a button and it disappears. So I love that it comes with all these learning activities. And, for your following, everyone watching, take a look at the toys that you can put yourself in. And these are called together gifts. You can do together with your child when they're younger, teaching them. I taught my granddaughter to draw a butterfly. She did this one. It's tracing, and it just has a little card that fits in, comes with it. The idea, again, is she was so proud of herself. And then she would have me take a turn, and then she'd take a turn. So it was reusable, and that was fun. But the idea is we have to think of ways that we're encouraging kids. Like, my kids wouldn't eat breakfast. It was like a big thing in our house until we created Allios. And this is my daughter when she was little, and we put her picture on the cereal box. I put a healthy cereal inside, sorry, Allie. And then Allio, she named the cereal, but breakfast was fun. Like, oh my goodness, and she started eating a healthy cereal, but Mom didn't make her do it. Allios did it, right? There's a surprise in every box. And you know what the surprise was? A new toothbrush, I would have a bookmark. I did stickers, things that just weren't, with sugar included. So that's kind of, Shiloh, the way. I bet you've got some great tips. I mean, I learn from moms all the time.
Oh, yeah. Well, you mentioned pride earlier, and I think that is such an important piece of it, too, is really encouraging, the fact that they're doing it, that they're capable, and and they're doing it themselves, and to instill that sense of pride. My daughter just last weekend learned how to ride a bike on 2 wheels.
Oh, congratulations!
I'm so proud of her. Yes,
look,
it was just it's so exciting to see on her face, like that pride.
You did it, yes. And so look, at my paper plates. Like, I'm telling you, I really kind of go shopping in my cupboard, like the kitchen, cabinet. You did it. This was a simple little thing I made just from a little paper plate. You did it. The concept is now, I mean, she rode her bike. That's awesome. Taking a picture of, that would be my way of making stationery with her on the bike. And, and then even you take some of those pictures and look at the box that my kids have covered boxes. Instead of throwing things away, we do a lot of recycling, making stationery. But these proud moments are so special, and I know how hard you work teaching her. So it's a team effort, right? You felt good too.
It is.
That's awesome.
It was wonderful. Well, and then my in-laws, they watch her after school, and she does a lot of artwork and drawing, and I love that they let their house be an art gallery. They have pictures taped to the wall everywhere you look.
I love
that it encourages that creativity, and it keeps her wanting to do more and really being proud of what she's capable of.
But she wants to do it. So this is the other thing about parenting. The big tip is that when you create a child who intrinsically, she internally loves to do it, and it actually makes people happy, that's where rhymes come in, and thank you notes, and even, one of the things I was sitting over here thinking about was just, I want to give a bouquet of flowers, but you know what, I'm just like 5 years old. How do I do that, without going to the store and spending an allowance I never got? So I love the idea of then just taking circles, and I'm just drawing circles, and all these circles make flowers, and then I am making a bouquet for Mom of flowers, because Mom is such a wonderful mom. Teaching children how to give gifts that don't cost anything, that's kind of cool. So here's the flower, make it go away, that's it. But the other idea is the thank you grandma bag. This is a bag that can go back and forth from child to grandma. So Shiloh, your kids make a bag, it could be thank you whomever. And when they get this bag with whatever gift it is, and they give the bag back with a book inside. And then they give grandma another gift for another occasion, and they get the bag back with a book inside. So as a grandma, I love my back and forth gifts. because I made the bag, and so I gave the kids, you know, the book. Then they thank Grandma. It could be a thank you note in the bag. It doesn't have to be a material object. This bag has gone back and forth. I cannot tell you how many times. It's amazing it's still in one piece.
That's such a great idea. I love
It's just
that.
making gift giving fun, but I love to build a learning library filled with books. And I just love that. So your kids, are they good readers? Do they enjoy reading? Not every kid loves reading. Do your kids?
Yeah, she's getting there. She's finally, you know, she can read now, so she's exploring her reading more. But we're still working on her love of reading.
So I'll give you an idea. So my granddaughter, who's 5, is not really reading yet. She's starting to learn the whole thing. But I give her the book, and then I read her the title, and I tell her to tell me the story. So she'll look at the pictures and she'll tell me the whole story. It's amazing. The child could like write a book because she just has an imagination. She doesn't know how to read yet, but I'm giving her confidence, and then I'm videoing it. I'm literally videoing it and showing her the story back. And she'll make up these crazy stories. I don't even know where they come from. The idea is just to make it fun. We're trying to take the stress and the pressure off these kids so that there's no coloring in the lines. You know, you're coloring outside the lines, and that's awesome. But the idea is to really encourage the creative spirit, because there's so many great ideas. In fact, we can mention the thank you jar. This is just little slips of paper. I could be thanking you for, you know, teaching me to ride a bike, right? And I'd put the little slip in here. We're going to fill the jar with all kinds of thank yous for the family, for our teachers, whomever. And then at dinner time, pull some out, read them out loud, and let the kids guess who that thank you was for and who thanked someone. And they'll go, oh, that was my thank you for my mom who taught me to ride a bike. Way to go, Mom. So it's the ideas, again, creating dialogue, building skills, catching kids doing really good things, not just bad.
Yes, these are all great ideas. I love it. I love the gratitude stuff too, especially coming upon the holidays where kids get so obsessed with me, I want. It's really important to show them the other side of things and encourage them to enjoy that side of the holidays. The giving is just as much fun as the receiving.
Well, you are a phenomenal mom, and I'm so grateful to have been on your show. Thanks so much for having me.
Yes, thank you. Oh, and do you guys have a website that we can send our members to go get more information on all this?
Tell everyone to visit magicsketch.com. You'll see a ton of creative ideas you can do and have a great time gifting. And have a wonderful day and love being a parent. It's the greatest job in the world.
I will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have
Bye-bye.
a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.